from what you guys told me last time, you had deliberated for a little while longer because I had to leave early because my son was having a hard time, and you decided to empty the only cart that was left and put the charred bodies into it, and you were going to have Rede was going to switch out his physical horse with his new steed that seemed to follow him everywhere, and that was going to pull while everybody else rode their horses, correct?
Correct.
Also,
Okay.
Let's see. It was
Well,
all the
that's
horses were going to be pulling.
I'm riding a dog
as fast as possible.
Yes.
And
Right.
I think the
Mount
pony
horse,
was
whatever.
being... I forget who was riding the pony. I think Adrik was riding the pony, and I think Saf was driving the cart.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay,
Sounds
so there's
about
2 horses hooked up to the cart. That's right. 2 horses on the cart. And Saf is driving the cart.
Correct.
We
Okay.
finished with, yeah.
All right, let me get to my notes, and then we will start.
Are you on map yet? Because I can't see any.
No, there's just, I mean, we can go to where you guys were last time,
Yeah,
but
transitioning.
yeah.
So what have we decided? Are we taking those cards or leaving them?
Oh, we already decided that we were taking corpses with us. We already
Yeah.
covered that.
You at the end of last session, you guys had cleared out the cart, hooked up 2 horses to it. Saf is driving, and the corpses are loaded in the back, and you guys are heading out. It is a little before midday. You guys had stopped. You had tried to get out early from Cornspur, the village you had before, after being hired by Cash the merchant, and now it's a little bit before midday. You guys had stopped to rest, and you were assailed by these folks on the road, reminiscent of the cultists you had cleared out from the underground mountain temple. Now, we'll go ahead and just do your overlay map so you guys can see, because you guys are close. I think I had determined that at normal speed, you would reach Falstead at midday the next day. So as you guys head out, you begin to travel, and let's go ahead and just move it here. So you travel for a number of hours. Oh, are you awake again, dude? Okay, never mind.
He's been waiting 2 weeks for this moment.
Okay, so you guys continue to travel for a number of hours. The road, the landscape continues to seem very dry. I had mentioned this last time, but you guys had noticed sort of dry, drought-like conditions. And to the west, as you travel, you guys are heading back up a slope, you can tell. So coming from Altimer Cove, you headed down into sort of this big valley in the middle of the peninsula, sort of this wide open area. And now you guys are rounding the forest and coming back up into sort of a high, not necessarily high peaks, but it's definitely more hilly, more mountainy type of area. The road winds and bends and whatnot. You come around the road, around a curve, heading up one of the short slopes. And as you approach, you hear the sound of distant rushing water. On the other side of the turn, there's a bridge over a small river cutting its way through the land and emptying over a waterfall into a deep gorge. At the bridge, the water is about 5 feet down with a rocky cliff sort of framing it in its riverbed. Over the waterfall, it drops another 100 feet down to the bottom of the gorge, and the gorge has the cliff sides that are the same height that you guys are at. It sort of is this chasm where it looks like perhaps there was a sinkhole or something that now has been eroded away. One of you recognized this as White Bluff Bridge. One of the caravan drivers the day before, or the couple hours before, had mentioned that this was one of the landmarks you had hit. True to its name, you notice frothy white foam has collected along the sides of the river near the bridge. The caravan driver had mentioned that local folklore included claims that this foam could heal anything from incontinence to leprosy. The other caravan drivers had sneered at that, but that was the claim made. The bridge over the river is narrow, larger than a footbridge, but probably only large enough to fit the cart by itself. Nobody can walk beside it. From your vantage point, it looks pretty steady, enough for you to pass over without any complications. On the other side of the river, you see a signpost. However, it's too far away to see what it says. And to the north of you, you notice a small clearing with logs gathered together and what looks to be the remains of a fire pit for a rough camp. No one's currently there.
Oh,
Also, my apologies. I just got back.
Nope, you're all good. We just barely started.
All right. Yeah, I had to deal with both putting away groceries and then making dinner.
Nice.
Understandable. Okay,
Well,
is there a similar
fires.
sign to that on the far side? Is there a similar one on the near side?
Nope, just the one on the far side.
And you said the bridge is.
Could I send? I want to send Pip over to look and read what the sign says. If it's
Can she
in
read?
common. In common. Maybe.
She can?
I don't know. Let me see what her intelligence is. Intelligence 10.
There's a bunch of signs on that sign over there. I can't read.
Yeah, she can read.
All right, fair enough.
Understands common interconic but doesn't speak. Okay, we'll say she can read. Okay, you send Pip over. She flies over and she reads the sign and it says Falstead directing one way and Edrithia indicating the other way. It's sort of a split. You can see a fork in the road.
Okay. She comes back and informs me I informed the party. That's what the sign says.
Reed kind of nods,
Wow.
then just make sure that there's enough room for at least the cart to go on its own, which apparently there is.
Yeah, what is that bridge? Does it look stable?
Yeah. From your vantage point on this side, it looks like a pretty well built bridge. You don't see it. It's not rickety. It's not like a rope bridge or anything. It's built with stone and supports in the middle of the river, and it looks pretty sturdy.
if Falstead is as close to that sign says, I say we keep going.
Of course. I will watch you cross and then cross after.
So me and my donkey will go across with the cart behind me, and I guess the rest of them will fall behind because they can't be next to it.
Okay. Is that the order you guys want to do?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
the cart's one of the more important things to go across.
It's good
Okay.
to have at
Yeah.
least someone in front of it.
Sure.
I want to hold ready on the other side, on the side that we start on, to cast a spell if possible at something that might pop up and endanger that cart as it's crossing.
Okay, so you are on the side waiting for it to go way over?
Right,
Or-
I'm at the side. As we approach, I wait as the cart goes all the way across,
Okay.
making sure that if anything approaches it or tries to endanger it, I'm sitting there with a spell ready.
Okay.
And Reed doesn't
Alright.
want to overburden the bridge, so he's going to be waiting on the near side as well.
Okay, let me get my notes together for this.
Oh,
Also,
boy.
the donkey has a name, by the way.
Well, not when I'm riding it. It's a donkey.
By the way, Hockey, about how long have we traveled all together today?
From
At this
the
point.
time, it's about probably 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
So we're at a
So-
point of about a full day's travel, is what it sounds like.
I don't think you left at 3 or 4 in the morning. I guess 8 hours is a full day, huh? So close.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Lots of stuff happening.
Oh, I actually set that up correctly. Pastor Ryan knew what he
Nice.
was doing.
Okay.
I'm glad he did it earlier because there's no way I'd be able to figure it out right now.
Good thing you don't need it right now.
Mm-hmm. It's always good to make sure things are working.
Yep.
All right. Back to my notes. Okay, as Adrik, Dretan, and the cart get about past halfway over the middle section of the support of the bridge, and as most of, well, I guess right now it's just Kai. We'll include Elessar if he comes back there, but Kai is at the first half of the bridge, and Rede and Zixo are on the other side. Suddenly, out from the water burst these monstrous figures. One, drenched in water, green skin, wrinkly, pointed ears and nose, has a shell on its back like a giant turtle. And as it comes climbing up, you can hear it softly croaking, almost like a frog.
Wait, he's climbing up something?
Yes, he's climbing. Here, I'll move you guys to the sea.
Is it climbing up the bank?
This is exactly what I was envisioning, so I have grease.
Yeah.
You're going to love this.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
So, let's do this.
Great. Also, green turtleman. That's a new one for
Okay, so
one climbs up on the near side. Hold on, let me get it all set up. Can react.
He is ripped.
One climbs up on the near side, hands slap the side of the bridge in the middle, and then one emerges from the water on the far side. And the one in the middle seems to be oozing this secretion that's slimy and slick. And it has this long serpentine tongue that is licking the air, trying to taste almost. The one on the far side is covered in moss and vines, almost looks like a huge tree, swamp tree that's moving. But as they emerge, they start moving towards your if we will roll initiative, and then Zixo, if you want to.
Well, if they're already where I would have wanted to cast the grease was at if I saw one climbing up an abutment, I would cast grease on that abutment to see if I could get it to slide its ass back down it.
Okay, so about right there.
If that's the one I can see, then that's where I'll cast the grease at. Yeah. So
okay, because they all burst up at the same time. So which one would you have liked?
I'd probably try and save my own ass. So yeah, that one is close to me.
Okay. All right, we will do stupid grease spell right here.
Hey, I would have never thought of taking it if you hadn't given it to me.
It's okay. That's how I feel about magic stones.
You say that every time, and it doesn't help. So, is that about the approximation where you wanted it? Zixo?
Yeah. Hopefully, Reed gets good enough that you can move up to it and prevent it from getting out of that space.
Well, I had a quick question. From the description that you gave, it sounded like this campsite was supposed to be on the far side we were reaching. Did I misunderstand that?
Yeah, sorry, I maybe didn't describe it. It is on your side.
Okay, that's why I wanted to make sure, we weren't backwards.
No. Yeah, you guys are heading sort of in a northwest direction, so.
Gotcha, okay.
My bad. I should have described that a little better.
That's cool. Just wanted to make sure.
All right, so let's roll initiative. And don't ignore those. We'll turn.
Remember, select
Right,
of course.
So, you guys turn.
This is about normal. Like these are our normal rolls.
Yeah, I'm glad that nothing's changed.
Yep.
Okay.
This is what you get, James, for having such good rolls in my game. This is what you get. You used them all up last week.
Okay.
I was like, did we rest while we were going?
I'm just an old man with the. I don't even have a stick. I just got my little pebbles.
No, there's no rest from the last time. So.
Nope.
All right.
So,
well, you could have had a short rest, right? Because we were riding for a few hours.
Enough to expend a hit die, at least.
Does riding count as a short rest?
I don't think it does.
As a light activity.
Actually taking the time to.
Yeah, because you're actively balancing. You're actively working to guide the horse.
No, it just means that you can. That doesn't mean you're not resting while you're traveling. You can walk and be resting at the same time. I don't know. That's up to the GM, actually.
Yeah,
I would allow it in my
I
game.
wanna see that.
Hockeybeard may not. So
Yeah, I mean, who has abilities that recharge?
I mean, I do,
Recharge on
but
short
I
rest?
don't think
What?
they're effective.
I don't.
I can recover a spell slot.
Adrik, you do.
Yeah. I recover
Dude,
my
what ability?
On a
warlock
short
spell
rest?
slots.
Yes,
Yeah,
your
Hockeybeard.
child divinity resets on short rest.
Oh, let me see.
You sure? I'm pretty sure it's a long rest.
Let me
And-
double check.
Yeah, I'm checking that myself.
I'm pretty
I
sure that
recover.
resets.
So yeah, I recover my warlock spell slots on a short rest.
So it's actually 17.
You must then
That's
finish a
correct.
short or long rest to use your channel divinity again. I get mine back. I don't know about you and yours.
Oh, dang it. There we go.
You're right. A short or long rest. Wow, I've been playing wrong for the past 4 months. Good enough.
Well, we haven't been doing very many short rests in the past anyway, so I don't think it came up.
Cool.
Let's see if I can find a mention
Yeah,
of it.
I'm still trying to figure that out myself. Let's see.
Oh, also, Zixo, you want to roll a d20
6.
to break that tie?
Best variance 267.
What were you guys going to say? Who wants to go first?
It's resting is page 186 apparently. And
Oh, I was doing the variance.
let's see.
Did the player hand guide or?
I'm looking at the player hand guide. Yeah.
Okay.
1 second,
that's
I'm almost
probably
there.
where it's at.
Short rest is a period of downtime, at least 1 hour long, during which a character does nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, and tending wounds.
Okay, then walking
Alright.
you out. I apologize.
No, that's all good.
Did anybody
Straightened out.
need to rest at the? Well, it doesn't matter. We're already at this encounter, so I'll back up those hit points.
James, unless you are okay with me going first, you want to roll the initiative die?
You can go first. I don't care.
I am. That's probably good because I've got 2 baddies on my 2 bogeys on my tail.
When it appears,
Don't worry, guys. I got your back.
on a deck saving throw or
Somehow.
fall prone.
But I'm all surrounded.
Creature
Oh,
enters the
also,
area.
I don't have a-
Okay.
I don't have
So
a clue
where's
what
the
these
cart?
are. You're riding the carts, Saf.
Yeah, let me get the card for you. Sorry.
You've been driving. And these
Well,
are
Who's with the
large
cards? Because Dretan?
Yes, I was on the cart.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Let's do. Will this one work? Nope.
Whatever these things are.
That
They
was
are
a
indeed
really
large.
funky looking. That was a really weird cart right there. There you go.
So, so out of curiosity,
Now I am on the card. Okay.
Hockey, do they
These-
have
no,
like
sorry.
a bowl-shaped indentation in the top of their head?
A
Like in or out?
what now?
Do they have a bowl-shaped indentation at the top of their head?
Indentation.
I don't think
No.
the cat was.
And that's well, he described them as having turtle shells in the back, so I had to check.
Fair enough.
It's
They're still not cat.
it's really an uncool
No,
place for a ranger to be at.
Only number 1 has the turtle
Oh,
shell.
okay.
Number 2 is the oozing one, and number 3 is the one that looks like a big tree.
Was just gonna have Reed bow to them because so far they haven't taken hostile action. That would have been really funny if that actually worked.
So guys,
Here's the
last
thing,
I
we didn't know that.
I checked, trees are flammable, right?
No.
Okay, I want to point out you're standing on a bridge and wood may be part of its supports. In fact, I think I specifically heard Hockey say wood at some point.
He did.
Yep.
Okay.
I
So-
just wanted to double check.
Upon Zixo's reaction, he cast grease, and this slick black substance covers the rocky hillside where number 2 is, and he slips down and falls and is clinging to the side. And it is now Dretan's turn. Go ahead.
I think I can't cast that because it might break the bridge.
Good call.
I am going to cast Suggestion on number 1.
Okay.
Boy, that worked out great last time.
Yep. Enjoy reading that. It's a long list.
So must make a wisdom saving throw.
If it can't be charmed, it's immune to the effect, but we don't have to know that.
DC 13.
Okay, what is your suggestion?
My suggestion is take a dive and go for a swim.
Okay, he saves.
He saves. All right.
I am glad that he saved, or else I would have been pissed off. Okay.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, actually, you gonna move? You're on the cart currently.
I know I'm on the cart. I'm gonna bonus action bardic inspiration for Adrik, and then I'm gonna pray.
All right. It is now the beast's turn. Number 1, hearing you speak to it, chuckles in this woody sort of throaty, and he moves towards you and climbs on top of the cart and reaches down to attack. And let's see. First, he gets 3 attacks. He bites you, 17 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Okay. 8 piercing.
Ow.
And then he's going to take a swipe with each of his claws. A 16 and a 14.
Wow.
16 hits, 14 doesn't.
Okay. 10 slashing damage.
All right, so that's 18. That's 18 health points gone.
Yep.
You'll be fine.
You can
Number
shut
2.
up right now.
Now that it's his turn, he is going to get up. And what is that? Is that half his movement points, or is that all of his movement points?
It's half.
Half.
I believe it's half.
Okay. So then he is going to climb up, which is going to be another half, or half speed
Just
at
my
least.
cookie then.
So that will be, and then he has to remain there because he's a large creature and still in the influence, and he can't attack you guys yet, so he has to make another save. And what is it,
Please fail.
15?
Yeah, something like that.
Dexterity 21. He crit that. Okay. Now it is 3. He is going to move forward and attack Adrik at his same height because he's on a horse.
Yeah.
And he is going to take a bite, 15 to hit.
15 does not hit.
Okay, and then 2 claw attacks, 8 and an 18. Nope. Oh, that's actually a fumble.
Oh boy. Ow.
Wow.
He
That-
lost his hand.
Holy
He's disarmed.
That's not his hand, it's his entire arm. It's just gone.
Done for 1
per
round.
Stunned 1 round. Damage to self. So let's roll the damage. 13 to himself.
Wow.
So he as he tries to bite and chomp you, he misses completely, and then sort of does this alligator arm attack. And as he does so, one of his claws actually lops off the other hand of his, and he now is just got a bloody stump that's spurting blood everywhere.
So am I good or am I great?
That's excellent. I like the
And
lack of
he's
arm personally because, he's
Yeah,
armed.
that's amazing.
bleeding and stunned. Holy cow, that was hard.
That
Was
is
that like a
damage.
100?
That's really harsh. Harsh. There we go.
It's and horse too.
Yeah, it's harsh too.
It's too
Wow.
horse for my taste.
That will be, this one will be the stunned. Okay. And that's all 3 of them. And now it is Kai's turn.
But I thought they weren't gonna attack us.
You thought what?
I thought they weren't gonna attack us. Like they're just there.
Well, you
Like-
thought, and then
Which guard?
And then they did.
Then they started gnawing their bits off.
Unfortunately, we don't have any goats to give them, so they're very upset and they're attacking us.
Okay, I'm gonna take a couple of step backs. That's 10 feet now, and hunters. No. Yeah.
No.
First, I'm
Which
gonna shoot that one. The
Which
number
one?
one. This,
Okay.
number one.
Hunter's mark. Okay.
No. Hunter marks later on. First, I'm gonna shoot at it.
You
Does that hit?
you hunter marked it, right?
I'm gonna hunters mark it after I shoot it.
After you shoot. Okay. 11 doesn't hit.
Okay. So
It clangs off his turtle shell.
then I'm gonna Hunter Mark it,
Okay.
and that would be effective in my next round.
All right.
And that's it. Cool.
Okay. Zixo or Adrik, how did you guys decide?
Go ahead, Edric.
Okay.
All right. I'm not happy with this thing, as humorous as that little display was. But as soon as this nonsense pulls out, I'm gonna pull out my fancy new dagger and just try to stab this thing in the eye.
All right.
If it would decide to pop up, yes, no, maybe, I don't know. No.
All right. You miss. You take a swipe yourself, and it whistles past this thing's, or in front of this thing's nose, as it's sort of staring dumbly at its bleeding stump of the arm, but it doesn't hit.
All right. As a bonus action, I'm actually going to cast. You know what? I've got some spare slots. I'm going to do spiritual weapon at the number 1. So we're going to put it right
Nice.
there.
Nice.
Keep in mind, spare
Okay.
slots is what I thought. Now we're in the situation.
All right.
So,
Let's see. Where's my weapons? What kind of a
Oh,
weapon do you
You
want?
got one? Let's do a mace.
A mace. I have a hammer. Is that good enough?
Hammer. Hammer time.
Nice.
All right. So the damage on that, level 2, is 12 force damage.
Nice.
Do I
And
crack
25.
it?
Yeah, 25 does hit you. The hammer appears out of thin air, and as it does, it's already in mid-swing, and it cracks right on the side of the shell, and you see actually some of the shell chip off, and the large beast reacts. And 12 force damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good stuff. That's a turn.
All right. Now Zixo.
All right, I'm going to light a bonfire.
And just sit down and, make some s'mores.
Right underneath
there.
him.
Yeah, right underneath him.
Okay. Let me pull up.
Oh,
Does it
God,
have-
are you freaking kidding me?
Okay, so
Great.
it rolls for damage. The spell has a damage applied to it. Okay.
Yeah. So he rolls a DC 15.
To avoid it as it's appearing.
Right. Well, it's a
and-
channeled spell, so it'll be there next turn also. But
Right, but
You can
as,
avoid
as
it
it
this turn.
appears, he's trying the heat. Dex
Yes, it agrees,
save. He does not save, so he takes the
Wow.
3 damage. Fire damage. Okay. All right. You're gonna move. Oh, you're channeling.
yeah, I will move though.
Okay. But that means concentration. Okay.
All right, there we go. That's good.
And read. You are all mounted, by the way,
Yes.
except for Dretan. He is on.
Yeah,
He is on the
I'm-
wagon.
I'm currently dancing on top of a wagon, getting shredded right now.
All right, Reed.
Okay, trying to decide what I want to do on this one. So I know what I want to do, but did the troll number 2 ended his turn in the grease? Did he fall down?
Nope, he saved.
He saved,
And
okay.
it's a beast.
Oh, what troll?
The thing that is right there looks an awful lot like a troll.
Mhm.
We'll call it Swamp Thing.
We'll call it Swamp Thing.
And he's on a bridge.
Cool, okay.
So he's a Swamp Thing bridge troll.
There's no swamps
Yeah.
around here. That's a river.
We'll call him Billy Goat.
Okay,
Billy
we'll call him
Goat.
Mr. Gruff. Got it. Okay, so Reed's going to trying to decide what positioning I want here.
Right in front row seats. First through to splash them.
The problem is it doesn't let me do the thing I want to do because I know what I want to do and I'm not allowed to do it if I go where I need to go. But we're gonna go hang around right about here.
Okay.
And Reed's going to attack it with longsword because
Okay.
he made some really bad choices earlier. So 10 to hit.
10 misses.
Okay, and on the backswing, 14 to hit.
14 misses.
Okay, and that is Reed's turn.
Okay. Dretan.
Okay, I am gonna I'm gonna action Tumbling Fool, and I'm going to run this way.
You're ditching ship, man. What the hell?
Dude, I'm gonna die again.
I may take an opportunity attack to trip him.
So the problem is you are you're 10 feet away.
You can only do that on a bonus action for your spiritual
know.
weapon.
All right, so
Unfortunately.
gonna do
So
that.
what is your tumbling fool? What does that allow a disengage?
It
Disengage
by
and
taking
dash.
it gives me both the disengage and dash action. I gain a climbing speed equal to your current speed, and you take half damage from falling.
Okay.
So
And is that a bonus action?
it is a full action.
A full action. Okay. So you can move through the beast space at half speed. So to get through him, it will take
20.
20.
Excuse you, halfling nimbleness. You can move through the space of any creature that is a size larger than yours.
Boom. There you go.
Nice.
He told
So-
you.
So you dance between his legs on the car, give him a nice shot to the junk as you pass and sort of tumble away.
Oh wait, now you have to let him roll for that.
If you're letting me do it, I'll do it.
The beast does not react. He
Oh, okay.
apparently does not have the same anatomy, but
Aw, man.
Fair
the
enough.
principle of the matter.
All right, and then I'm just gonna keep on running. So that gets me all the way over here. Hi, Kai. Bye, Kai. And then bonus action, I'm gonna cast Hex on number 2.
Okay.
Oh, I love
Right,
you
world.
right now.
What's the save?
The save is 13, I think. Wisdom. Let me get this one
And
up.
he saves. He rolled a 16.
All right.
No saving
that
throw on
happens then.
Hex.
Oh, there's no saving throw on Hex?
No, he just casts Hex on the beast, and then he declares what stat. Like he would probably declare Strength as the
Okay.
Yeah.
stat.
It's like a hunter's mark. It just status.
It just goes on to it, right?
Okay.
All right,
Just
so
to
yeah,
keep
strength,
in mind,
advantage on strength checks.
Yeah, very important to know that it's disadvantage on checks, not saves.
Yeah, it's on
very
checks.
important distinct.
All right. So and strength is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Grapple him.
You're all done? Yeah, I guess you are
Yeah.
because you.
That's my turn.
Okay. Number 1, sort of, as you passed beneath, made a stupid attempt to try and grab you, but it did not work.
He's just kind of sitting
Okay.
there dumbfounded.
Yeah. But as you pass, you notice that the chip out of his shell and the sort of the injury he took before has seemed to reknit
Oh,
and
God.
heal itself.
Oh.
Not all the way. He's still damaged a little bit, but he has regained some health, and he turns around and begins to come towards you guys, passing through the space of the hammer.
Kind of shimmers there.
I was concerned that's where you were going with that.
To
Huh. This is new and exciting for me.
Okay.
So I just have to hit it with everything I've got.
Damn that jump.
and he is
Fire
going
guys.
to he is going to take a bite out of Kai. 25 to
Guys,
hit.
I'm gonna.
Oh.
What was that?
25 to hit, 8 piercing.
Yeah,
and then he's
that
going to try and hit you with both of his claws. Ooh, 19 and 19.
Ow.
Mm-mm.
19.
Tasty.
Shit.
That's
And
great.
I'm getting a
Oh,
little bit of lag here. There
That's
11.
that's almost.
and 14.
Oh, how you doing,
God
Kai?
damn.
So
Hey,
that
bud.
is 33 damage.
Shit.
Please tell me you're alive.
That would hurt me, and I'm
I-
probably the beefiest
I
fuck here.
I am alive, but
Are you unconscious?
Guys, we've missed on a lot of things. Everybody should seriously be thinking about your way out of here.
Troll or beast number 2 stands up and eyes
damn.
Rede in front of him and makes his attack. He tries to reach down and bite. 13's probably not going to hit, right?
Nope.
And then ooh,
Oh.
a crit and a fail.
Jesus
That's kind of
Christ.
So we will we will resolve the crit.
Okay.
So 14 damage,
Got it.
and then half damage to himself. So, we'll just take the first number because it critted it.
So 5.
So, round down. That would be
Yeah,
5?
So 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
This kid's injuring himself.
I know, these guys. It's just ridiculous. Okay.
And then a dex saving throw for that grease.
Ah, yes. 'cause
And
he is
still in the bonfire.
Oh,
Well,
that's right. So
that'll be at my turn.
Oh, that's your turn.
Okay. All right, and he fails this. So he falls down again. And let's see. Nope, that's right. Yep. You see.
No.
Zixo,
A creature must also make the saving throw when it enters the bonfire space for the first time, or on a turn, or ends its turn there. It's on his turn.
Right, so it's on this guy's turn. But the bonfire is on my... Oh, it's on his turn he takes the fire?
he takes the fire damage on his turn.
Let me pump the fire damage then.
If he fails.
Well,
to save.
He has to make a saving throw for it. He does.
Okay,
get a
so
chance to save.
DC 15, 6.
and he rolls an 18.
He passes and skips it.
Okay.
So
That's
he
rough.
he slips and he like misses falling in it apparently.
Yeah. Basically, is what happens.
It's a comforting warmth against his back. Reminds me of home.
You hear some of the ooze that is he's sizzle a little bit, but he's taking much damage from that. Let me check one thing, going back in time a little bit. You notice that the injury he took from the damage the turn before from the fire does not heal. His skin is still burned and sizzling from that damage. And troll number 3, who is stunned, so he doesn't get a turn, but now his stun will come off, and it is Kai's turn.
Kai, please tell me you have HP.
Uh,
He's laughing. I don't think he does.
Will I be?
You have Tumbling Fool? I hope you do. I know you don't, but I hope you do.
No, I can't do that. Will I be invoking opportunity attack if I pass through here, like dashing?
You'd have to disengage.
You
if don't
can
want to do something like
disengage, and you won't get an opportunity.
Oh yeah,
attack.
right.
Right, but then you get your full
that. 30,
movement.
35, 40. Oh, that's right. You have 35 movement feet, right?
Yep.
All right, so you get a little bit more distance. Might want to hide behind the big, beefy paladin, if I had to suggest anything.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say because Hockey can see it, and I don't think you guys can.
No, I can't.
I don't think that's public particular knowledge, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage.
Okay, disengage to there. All right.
Yep.
You throw some pocket sand into this beast's face and you run away.
That's such a Dretan thing. I don't think he would do that.
Yeah.
Kai's been taking
Learn
notes.
from the best.
You guys are
Guys been
taking
taking
notes.
notes.
Fantastic.
I'm learning from the best.
Okay. All right. That disengages your action. Are you going to do a bonus action or anything?
Yeah. Ouch.
So on a disengage, no enemy can hurt you on the way through there. No enemy can take a
Correct.
swing. Okay,
Yeah. No one gets opportunity attacks unless they have a very specific set of skills.
gotcha.
Really bad if they do. Like, very, very bad.
Done.
You're not going to go
Oh.
one more to the right, Kai? Because that was where your original measure was.
You got one more, so you can go right there.
This is speed 35?
Yeah.
35.
Fine.
What else?
All right. Okay.
Done.
And you're all done?
Yep.
Okay. And Adrik, your turn.
All right. So,
Oh, what needs to take?
great.
I can't wait for this.
Well, I'll take the safe way out. So I'm gonna stab this thing in front of me because that seems like it'll work eventually. It's a
Okay.
pretty solid plan.
That's the safe
gonna-
way out?
Probably.
No, Adrik.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna stab him. That didn't seem to work out too well. That's darn it.
No,
All right.
You make your attack. You reach out to stab him from your horseback, and your dagger skips off some bark that's underneath a couple of his patches of moss and skitters harmlessly off to the side.
Well, as I do that, I'm gonna have that just fly to the first guy.
Okay.
All I heard was squelching and moving and sound like hits, and that can't be good.
Oh, you also
Okay.
forgot a squeal.
And a squeal, like a girl. And it's gonna swing at his back of his head. Gonna miss.
And it's gonna miss.
Right.
Yep.
It's a good day in the
It's
neighborhood.
gonna clang harmlessly off of his shell. This.
Well, I'll call that a turn.
All right.
All of our attacks have missed, guys.
Not all. I hit him pretty good last round.
All right,
Yes, you
Zixo.
make sure they're hitting themselves, all right?
They've
All
done
right,
more damage than us. Oh boy.
So I guess the bonfire pulsed on his turn, so this turn I'll do. It'll still keep up, but I'm going to cast. He's already prone, so he's disadvantaged. I'll cast Frostbite on the one that's going to try and sneak up under 10.
So you're channeling though the bonfire.
Right.
So now it ends.
No. I thought I can cast any other spell and keep that channel up
Yeah,
as long as I don't
it's not
cast another
two
channeling
concentration
spell.
ones, right?
No, I just cast Frostbite, which is just an attack, cantrip attack.
So when you say channeling, is that separate from concentration, or do you mean concentration?
I do mean concentration, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. DC 15
Wow,
Constitution.
my damage is so poor.
He fails the save, so he'll take the 5 damage.
And he'll have disadvantage on his next attack.
Okay. And we will mark that as. We'll do that.
No, I did that to number 1.
Oh,
Because
to
number
one.
2, number 2 was already prone.
Okay, my bad. Back at number 1. Sorry. -5 and disadvantage. Okay. Awesome. Okay. You gonna stay there where you're at?
I'll back up. I'll back up there.
Okay. And Rede.
Okay, Rede is going to direct his horse to move forwards a little bit
Okay.
to about that point right there. Free action to shout, Adrik, Dretan, it's time to leave!
I'm just flipping him off as I come along.
And as he says that, he is going to once again swing to the one next to him.
Okay.
Adric's too busy trying to
24.
hit things to you.
He's on the ground, so that's advantage, right? Because you're attacking.
Yep.
Yep.
So that hits.
Okay.
Okay.
And second swing, 23.
Ooh.
Nice. That hits.
12. Damn.
Okay.
21 total.
You take some nice big chunks out of this back. You hear it growling at you, and you call out, and your horse is eager. You can feel it sort of dancing beneath you as you can sort of sense that this feels right. You know, fighting from horseback. You're doing you're the shining paladin, and on top of his steed. Okay, Dretan, your turn.
All right, so is this like a complete cliff edge with the bridge going forward, or is it just like part of the place that's been built up to extend a bridge?
Where are you indicating?
Here. Like, is this an actual
Oh.
just sheer cliff? There's nothing attached to the bridge, or nothing that's.
That is sort of where the cliff starts. This is flat, and then there's like boulders and rocks right over here that are about the same height, and then it starts dropping down over here.
Okay. Is this spot the same height as the bridge?
Yes.
All right. I want to jump across.
Okay.
How tall is this bridge? by the
Do a
way?
10-foot running jump before you do that. A standing jump only gets you like half the distance.
Fair enough.
Well, wait, climbing only is just double movement speed, right?
There is a railing on the bridge, but yes, you can leave it up to the rolls and try and sort of leap across the 10-foot gap.
I'm gonna take a step back, and
Okay.
then I'm gonna run.
No, just like this. 1, 5, 10, and then you can jump wherever you want over there.
That provokes attack of opportunity. What that was just driven. I think the point is to not get near number 2.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. 10 feet from the water.
Like,
and
can
feet
he not?
places.
Can he not?
Yeah,
like,
you can
climb over. Would that not be evident to him? To climb over and then climb up the other side?
I mean, if
No,
you
he
can.
can do exactly what he did. He backed up, and he's gonna have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just going to take a running jump. Yeah, running jump that way. So from here to there is a 10-foot gap roughly.
Yeah.
And I'm going to require 2 rolls here. One is to make the jump up to the railing, and then it's going to make the jump across the gap. Because you're not going to try and clear the railing and the gap, are you?
That's why I say
Dretan.
jump in the square.
That sounds really fun, Hockey. I really like that idea.
Dretan, when you jump to this square over that way, so that if you do fall, it's on the boulders here and not into the ravine here.
It's only like 10 feet. It's not too terrible.
God, all the information I need is all on the same pages. Damn it! I need to stop looking at the index.
I will make those 2
Stop it,
rolls.
man.
I'll do it.
Okay. So as you sort of gear up and you run across, I want you to make I assume acrobatics is probably your best versus athletics. So yeah, make 2 acrobatics rolls, or
Alright.
make 1. I think it might double it. So we'll just take those 2 rolls, sort of do an advantage type thing here.
Okay.
So 1 to get on top of
25.
And
Nice
with
rolls.
the grace belying your state, you leap effortlessly up on top of the railing, leap from the railing, and do sort of this mid-air cartwheel and land on the other side of the ravine.
All right. While I am doing the mid-air cartwheel, can I cast Eldritch Blast at the person on the ground?
Which one? Number 2?
Yes, number 2.
Yes. As you do so, you do your invocation, your hand waves, you end it with double birds up towards him as you're upside down in the middle of the air.
Exactly.
All right, I will make my attack.
Okay.
God, you're like Neo with a bad attitude. Also a 7.
Oh,
is not-
yeah, that doesn't hit.
You're level 5. You get 2 of those.
I'm level 4. Excuse you. I am level 1 in Warlock.
This
and
is a
level 4
ranged
in
spell
Bard.
attack,
Yeah.
right?
It is a ranged spell attack.
Okay, so it's the 7.
I
Because
thought
he's
we were all level
prone.
5.
We
No,
are level
he-
5. I
he's-
have 1 level in Warlock right now.
Yeah, he's Bard/Warlock.
Right, so Warlock, that goes off your total levels, not just the Warlock level. So it's
Really?
2 Eldritch Blasts, yes.
I believe it's
What?
I play a Warlock.
I have to go look this up because that sounds cool as hell.
I don't
Yes,
think
it's
that
one of the
sounds
main
right.
reasons of going 3 levels in Warlock and then 17 levels in anything else. Because you get that Eldritch Blast, at level 20, you get all 5 of those Eldritch Blasts no matter what. Even if you just
Right,
go
but
1
he's
level. in
1
Warlock.
level of Warlock.
Like, here's the
You only
thing.
need to go 1 level. That's all you need is that first level gives you Eldritch Blast, and then you get as many Eldritch Blasts as your total combined level, not just the level in Warlock.
That doesn't sound right.
Well,
That's right. That's the way
looking it up right
Warlocks
now.
work. It's the whole reason to be a Warlock is Eldritch Blast.
Make a range to
It doesn't surprise me.
And adding your
That-
charisma modifier.
It only adds charisma modifier if you have the
the
incantation.
invocation. Yeah.
Right, but at level 2, you'll take that.
Well, obviously.
Actually,
This is your call, Hockey.
I'm gonna check the wording on something else. That seems pretty up to interpretation, but I'll see how it compares to.
I mean,
Firebolt.
I'll defer to what James. I mean, if
He's right.
there enough of the multi-classing revolves around the different spell classes that I understand there's some funky rules. So I'm totally fine with that. You can have 2.
All right, then I'll roll the second one then.
I'm
Pull it up.
like I don't have the rule up in front of me, but I'm 1,000% sure on that.
Okay.
You're right,
Alright.
James. I took a look at it myself. and
Which section
yeah,
is that in
it's
under?
that level. You could just look at Eldritch Blast.
It's also under multi-classing, I think. There's
Yeah, because I'm looking at
There's
the
a bunch
description of
of-
Eldritch Blast and it just says level in general. It doesn't talk about the combination of levels. So I'm trying to read that because that's really cool.
All right, so second one is a 13.
Yep.
Well, remember, Eldritch Blast isn't restricted just to Warlocks. Somebody with the feat, that spell initiate feat, could take it also.
Yeah.
Magic Initiate. Yeah.
13 misses.
13 misses. All right, so then a couple of like purple lights go by them as I
Yeah.
jump across.
From each of your raised middle fingers.
I want to do this though, so they came out of my fingers like finger guns. All right, when that happens, I land on the ground.
But-
I don't know what happens. I think I hit him anyway. I'm just blowing on them.
Okay. All right. And that's probably your full movement. So
That's
it
my
is
full
now
movement. I don't want to do a bonus action. It's
the
that is
beast's turn.
Oh, just so it's known, if you attack me this turn, the second attack I'm going to do Warding Flare, because I'm supposed to call that before a decision is made, and since I can see the rolls, not really fair if I do it after.
You're supposed to do it before the decision is made?
Before it's decided to be a hit or a miss. Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. So when I do the roll, you can tell me. That's just fine. Number one is... That's really fast.
He is shocked and awed by this flying midget.
He sort of is.
It really should
Yeah,
be.
he saw the halfling fly through the air, do a cartwheel. Eldritch Blast come out, and he is
Both
going
of
to
them hit the
continue
side of
on.
his trees.
2, 3, 5, and he is going to attack. This is the one that has disadvantage, right?
Yes.
So he is going to take a big bite, and 9 misses.
Is it next
And then
attack
hit.
or all attacks in the turn?
It's next attack.
Okay.
Yeah, just one attack.
So that's gone. And so his next 2 claws come down,
Those
20 and a
both
20.
hit.
Okay. 10 and 14.
And Reed is down.
Okay. How do you deal mounted combat? Or do you fall from your horse?
I think that's covered in mounted combat.
I was looking at it.
Special
I didn't
combat.
see anything on it. I have to go back and find mounted combat again because it's somewhere weird.
I would imagine you probably fall off of your mount. And that sounds about right. I mean, after all, you guys were just stressing how...
Mounted 198.
I mean, because his steed isn't intelligent. Keep him
that's a good
on.
point.
It can.
That's the thing.
Move him
It's,
out.
yeah, it could disengage itself if I'm still on it. So that's the question. Is it intelligent enough to be able to do that?
Where is mounted combat?
Page 198.
Controlling a mount. Okay.
But I didn't see anything regarding... The only thing is, if an effect moves your mount against its will, you have to make a dexterity check. Oh, if you're knocked prone while mounted, you must make a same throw. If your mount is knocked prone... So it says intelligent creatures such as dragons act independently. This thing is specifically labeled as intelligent.
Right.
It acts independently.
So
So that's not the concern. The concern is what happens when the rider
Yeah.
is unconscious.
I don't see anything on that, so that's up to you.
Mounted combat.
See Appendix
Let's
A.
see if Google has any insight here.
Appendix A apparently has some extra rules about falling unconscious, so I'm going to go look at that. I just got to figure out what Appendix A is. Okay, let's see. It's incapacitated? Is that what it is? Is that what this is called?
You are unconscious.
It's unconscious.
So yes,
Okay.
one of the describers of that is incapacitated.
Okay, Couch Crazy incapacitated. Drops whatever it's holding and falls prone.
Okay, so if you're falling prone,
Okay, does
that would then
prone
be a
creature's
save,
only
correct?
movement options to Prone creatures disadvantage.
I would say give him like because you're straddling the horse. Give him.
Well, the problem is
Well,
I can't
Dex
make a
to see if
check
he's
if I'm
on.
unconscious. So I can't even make a check.
Well, he could say just roll a die and see if.
Yeah.
it's up or not.
Let's see. Roll 20, and we will add +2 because your mount is intelligent, but you have just recently gotten it, so you're not like completely melded together as an entity.
Okay.
So
1d20 plus 2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey.
Boom. You fall unconscious and sort of against the mane of your steed, and it is. Yes, you guys are still on your mounts. Well, Dretan is not. Yeah, Kai, you are. So you could have moved a little further, but I totally forgot about that. So you are still mounted. Your mount can act independently from you. So I guess that means I control it, correct?
That is a very good question.
Yes.
Because now you are unconscious. You cannot direct it
direct
to
it,
do anything.
Yeah, you would direct and tell it what it would do.
Okay.
It's his turn.
Yeah,
All right,
an intelligent, independent creature. If you're not directly controlling it, it does things that you would probably tell it to do. Like if you say, "Hey, I'm not going to control it," it might bite and kick while you're doing your stuff, but you don't have total control. GM, it's up to Hockey's discretion.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Okay. Number 2 is going to stand. He's going to see a nice shiny horse and bite out of that. So, and he's going to see an unconscious Rede over the top of it.
Guys, this is not going to end well. Sorry.
Nope.
Let's see. Do I have your horse?
It should have.
Horse.
It should be
health,
under. I think it's just considered to be a war horse, is what I gathered.
Okay.
So I think 19 health and 11 AC. Off the top of my
Okay.
head.
I think I can. Well, is that in the player handbook, or is that going to be in the monster manual?
You can find it in the player handbook. It's under creature statistics. It gives a sample of
Right at the
stuff.
end.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have had my notes better. Sorry, guys.
No problem.
Hey,
This is a weird
No,
situation.
you're right. 19 and 11. You're all right. Okay, so number 2 is
I
going
really
to
want
take.
this. I really want this Warlock Lancer to work, so I've done a bit of homework when it comes to steeds and mounts.
So 16 is going to hit. So 7. So it's got 12, and then 2 claw attacks. Ooh, and they're both going to hit. 4 and 13. So it dematerializes and drops your unconscious body right where it's
Lovely.
at.
Yay!
And number 3 is still bleeding
Ha!
because it's stump,
Ha ha!
and it's going to attack Adrik. So when do you want to use your war against the bite or against one of the claw attacks?
Whatever the second attack would be.
Okay. So the first one, he tries to bite 26.
Yes.
7 damage. And here is, we'll do the first roll of this is the one you're going to flare. So, what is that? Is that disadvantage that Warning Flare does?
Disadvantage, yes.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
So 15.
I'm safe. What's
And a
No.
crit for his second.
All right, let's hear it.
25.
Oh boy, that's fun. I'm still up, but not very happy.
Well, you better figure out what you're doing this turn then.
Okay, that is. Oh wait, number 2 needs to take a saving throw, 2 saving throws. So
Yeah.
he misses both of them. So he falls back prone and takes how much damage?
10 damage.
Fire damage. Okay. The scent of roasting flesh fills the air. It's sickly, really rotten type of, burning garbage type smell. And it is now Kai's turn.
All right. I'm gonna run away.
Run away, run away.
Yay! These guys are crazy. All right, I'm gonna move here. Yeah, fine.
Okay.
And shoot at this one. Number 1.
Number 1,
My
okay.
hunter's mark. Yeah. with my bow and arrow. And there it goes. Damn!
And that
Damn
misses.
those rolls. And that's my turn.
Guys, I think this is the first time you guys have rolled poor. I have rolled really.
Yeah, you've double
Yep,
hit
yep.
on a lot of
I
things.
continuously roll
Yeah.
poorly. I don't know what this new thing is for you.